And just like that, we back with another One Piece chapter, chapter 1188, Wailing Void. So, where we last left off, it was Luffy faced off against Emu, called him Joy Boy, told him not to call him that. He Monkey D. Luffy, King of the Pirates. So, here we go. Recalling a certain day. Oh, hold up. Nice cover spread. We shown it up. Like this underwater color spread adventure, which is pretty damn cool. Hopefully we get into more Sanji, conquerors, and to this fight. So let's get to it. Sorry, recalling a certain day. Hello, hello, answer me. Buzz, buzz. Hello? Huh? What the? Hmm? Who are you? Buzz. This is Moo. Emu. Who is this? Oh, me? I'm Joy Boy with the little silhouette of Joy Boy in the background. In current day, Emu. Yes, Joy Boy is already dead. So why does thou insist on stirring these memories? So we back to, Luffy and Emu faced off. Emu got an arm of black flames. And Luffy says, heck if I know. Emu punches at Luffy with this arm of black flames. And the flames literally acts, huh? He dodged. And then he say, aim down. And the flames aim down, down, down. Luffy goes, as he tries to use his head just to get away, and it pounds his head straight into the ground. Well, I think it just hits it. I don't think he on the ground. I think they still in the air. Yeah, sorry, they still definitely in the air, floating in the air, flying in the air, whatever they're doing. But the punch still connected, even though Emu missed. Kind of like got similar manipulative powers to like their imagination. Uh oh, punch hits him so hard he does crash to the ground. Perfect. Whoa. Makes a big explosion. Luffy pops back up with a burnt face, like poofed out hair. Swings at Emu, misses, but still is burnt. Emu pops up right behind him, tries to stab him, misses. Emu has like a tap tap, as he's also using his observation. And then out of nowhere, Luffy comes in with a Gatling gun. Damn it, I thought it was a short hit. His Emu blocks it with his trident, I wanna say. Staff, whatever. I don't know. He can turn it into anything. So Emu uses the little black flames, start shooting them at Luffy. Pow, 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 pow. Start making explosions. Luffy starts running. Yikes! Huff, huff, huff. Um, these little black flames are flying right at him. Little black army, black omen, Maki balls. Whoa, they're after me. They're bombs, right? Gum, gum. And Luffy tries to punch him, Jet Gatling, and they just start exploding every time he try to hit one. Gum, gum, Majin. And he turns into a big giant genie. Ho ho ho, says Emu. Luffy says, don't think I missed what happened in your fight with Loki. I'm not gonna let his death go to waste. And then Loki screams out, I'm still alive, jackass. Luffy says, "Oh, you're still kicking it, Loki? Still playing around." Emu charges up the attack. We go back to Loki. He says, "Damn it all!" Ratatouille scores and says, "Squeak, squeak, get out of the way." Ragnar says, Loki. Uh, Jinbei jumps in and says, Apparatus, I'll punch. I don't know what he's blocking. I guess maybe like impact from that little flame or the black Maki. I don't know what Jinbei is blocking, but hey, thanks, Jinbei. Jinbei. Jinbei says, just say the word. Lucy, just say the word and I'll protect him for you. Thanks, he's my buddy. I'll leave him to, he's my buddy. I'll leave him to you, Jinbei. Loki says, who you calling buddy? Frickin' run. Luffy says, sorry now that I can focus, I'll handle this guy. Nami says, Luffy, he's fighting that guy. Luffy, he's fighting that guy from earlier? Usopp says, is he going to be okay? Who the hell is he up against? Brooke says he's clearly higher ranked than the Knights. But I thought only the five elders were above them. He could just be the head of the Gods Knights. That's got to be it, says Usopp. Brooke says the world government is always shrouded in mystery. The world's government is always shrouded in mystery. I don't know why I struggle. Frankie hollers out, "Hey Brooke, we gotta get back." Brooke screams, Princess Shuri, what should we do? How do we deal with a frozen person? I guess this is Usopp saying, well, there was this time that Robin and Luffy were frozen. Wait, this happened to them too? There's Brooke. Now we back to Emu. Uncle thou has yet to break the ice. Background comes down. The man with an afro who refers to Gunko as Princess Shuri. It cannot be. Gum Gum sucker punch bullet, but is still blocked by Emu's hand. Didst thou not boast about seeing spring? He uses that little stigma thing maybe again. Blah blah. What became of Loki and his gargantuan body? Stigma. Oh, he uses six. He tries to use stigma on Luffy. He jumps out the way right on time. Then he backed up running again from those little Maki balls, the little Maki explosion balls. Uh, full speed as Emu charges up another attack, spinning his little black spin round, and pulls out sword, the sword of the Wailing Void. Oh, that's panel too. Kanji reads Void, Emptiness Sword. Origana is a homophone for Howling Windstorm. Okay. And it looked like it just made the tree decay. Crazy. Yeah, it made trees decay. That's crazy. He's holding his sword. The trees are starting to decay. Uh, Luffy's running away still from those explosions, little explosive balls. Huh? Luffy says the forest is wilting. Emo says this view is improving as he sees Luffy. Luffy says it looks fine from here and charges straight at Emu. And you see Emu saying it is clear. Thou art not Joy Boy. As Luffy says, what? And you just see Luffy bleeding from the mouth. And the little black Maki ball saying, "Go." You can see Luffy's limp arm. Oh man, Joy Boy would never be this weak, says Eve. The majestic power of the king of the world, as he is stabbing Luffy straight through the chest. Luffy is bleeding out. Through the stomach, I should say. Stabbed through the stomach, just like Loki. Both got stabbed pretty severely. I don't think this is insurmountable though, but definitely gonna get the people's turn. That's for sure. And honestly, I can't even sit here and say that I'm mad. They want to see more moves from Luffy, but I did like that genie form. That genie form was kind of dicey. I like that. I like that. I like the Luffy genie. That the Gear 5 genie is kind of fire, but I feel like he had to lose the emu. I did. I really did. I don't think he's in a position to be. I don't think we're in that position yet. Like I know we close to the end, but geez, are we that close for him to be beating Emu right now? So I still think there's more fight to be had, and even if Luffy did get caught off guard, I still think he got some fight left in him. We shall see, though. We shall see. But I am very interested in a lot of the things that's happening around this fight. Even like Emu's like interest in Brooke again. Like, why is he calling her Princess Shuri? Like, how does he know? And I think it's kind of hard for you to keep track after 900 years. Honestly, I think it's hard to keep track. Um, Clearly, Joy Boy was that guy. Um, after giving that nod of hockey to Emmett, like I mean, honestly, Joy Boy and Luffy are already on different levels. We already knew that. He only been a pirate for like a couple years, so like he had to take some type of L, even if this fight ain't even close to being over, which I don't believe it is. But man, hey, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Now, what happens if Princess Shuri Gunko wakes up and somehow this ability, this latent ability of hers, comes into play during this fight? We never know. We never know. We never know what Oda is setting up. But I like what I'm saying right now. I like the fact that Loki and Luffy both got impaled. Yeah, yeah, crazy. Yeah, yeah. I would, but that's really what happened. That's what happened. So, um, it was a pretty one-sided fight, honestly. Luffy struggled to land any hits. He didn't really perform like we're used to him seeing him perform. I didn't really even see Conqueror's hockey at all used in this fight. So I do think there's a little bit more fight to be had between these two. This was just playing around, if you ask me, but you get stabbed like that, it's just like, all right, now. All right. All right. So I ain't gonna think too much of it until we see the next chapter, which we won't get into a little while. So yay us. Yeah. July 27th. So, and hey, buckle up. Buckle up. Buckle up. Waiting for the theories to come out. I know it's gonna be massive. People are gonna be hurt to see this panel and jump to conclusions yet again, but Just stay in tow, y'all. Just stay in tow. There's still a lot more fight to be had. And we gotta save these children. We gotta save these Elbathian children. We gotta change this repeating history. This repeating 800-year history, right? That Emu was talking about enslaving, and this is exactly, oh, y'all couldn't have changed in just a couple of centuries. Y'all always going to kneel when we enslave your children. This is our go-to move. Nah, nah. It's about time for that to end. So we're gonna change that. So what? They're a little bit injured. I think they need to be injured. They are not invincible. Show the power of Emu. Show that Emu is definitely a threat, not some passerby that can just be easily manipulated. But just a few things that I'm seeing is just like I don't even see like much of Luffy's awakening even affecting anything around Emu. So that's another thing to pay attention to. Like there's certain things that's just missing from this fight, if you ask me. Uh I think it should definitely be more. And like I said, with no conquerors hockey, like clashes or anything, I'm just like, this is very surprising. Like, am I missing something? Okay, maybe one was the sucker punch bullet, but sucker punch bullet, that's it. That's really it. So yeah, I don't know. One thing we do know from the past and what they done told us, they did kill Joy Boy. They definitely was the ones that killed Joy Boy for the most part, or led to his demise and the demise of the ancient kingdom. So, however Emu got to this point and how they got to these powers and this demon possession, this book, possible devil fruit powers, this contracts, this deep sea contract stuff, all this stuff wrapped up into one. Clearly, the 20 Kingdoms did a lot to overthrow Joy Boy in the ancient kingdom. So, but man, great chapter. Can't wait to see what comes of this. This definitely doesn't look good, but I always gonna keep hope for the Straw Hats. In every scenario, Oda writes it and writes it well. So, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Please like, subscribe. Till next time, I'll let your boy.